So I can fight bad guys like you.
I mess it up every time.
Maybe you just need a partner.
Dr. Pym, I actually heard what happened to you. This crazy could be Ghost. Stole your tech. The only chance you've got is both of you.
Ant-Man and the Wasp teaming up.
Follow my lead.
She seems more intense.
Hey everybody, it's Charlie. So we got new Ant-Man and the Wasp footage to break down, and a lot of you have been asking about the time travel theories that have been flying around involving the quantum realm and some of Ant-Man and the Wasp's abilities in Avengers 4, given that they don't have the Infinity Gauntlet and they don't have Doctor Strange, who even though he used to have the time gem, also had the ability to create portals all over the multiverse. So convenient fast travel that they lost access to. So if you're finding me for the first time, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. There's a Black Panther Blu-ray giveaway that's going on, and they just announced when they're dropping the Infinity War Blu-ray too, so I'll do a giveaway for that as soon as they start selling it. But obviously, as we talk about this, because we're going to be talking about Infinity War, spoilers for Infinity War, so just careful if you have not seen that movie yet. But it has since been confirmed that Ant-Man and the Wasp picks up before the events of Infinity War, which is why they're not talking about what's going on with Thanos, they're not talking about New York or any of the Wakanda battle or any of the Ashes. Per Scott Lang, he's still under house arrest. You see the FBI agents, you see that ankle bracelet. We actually learned about a couple of the new minor characters, like Randall Park's character. It turns out he's an FBI agent, so it looks like they have a little bit of connective tissue like Spider-Man Homecoming had at the beginning of that film, just to let you know where you were in the timeline. Like, okay, I've been arrested, I was on the lam because Captain America freed me from the raft, so my family couldn't handle it, I cut a deal, now I'm under house arrest. But in all these trailers, they've had that conversation with his daughter where she's like, you know what, you just need a partner. It sounds like he actually does try to help people while he's under house arrest, and it just goes badly. You find out about what's going on with the Ghost, then that creates the need for them to team up as Ant-Man and the Wasp, because Ant-Man by himself would get his ass handed to him by Ghost. Like, you see him getting kicked through the wall during the trailer. That could be happening at any point during the movie, but it sounds like he tries to take her on by himself before he teams up with the Wasp and Hank Pym. We also learned a little bit about Walton Goggins, Sonny Burch character. He is somebody from the comics, but in the movie, they're using him as mostly what you would call a small-time thief. So he's not the main villain, that's going to be the Ghost. He's going to have some association with the quantum realm, and I think I talked a lot about the Goliath character in my last big trailer. So Lawrence Fishburne is playing Goliath from the comics, if you didn't know. He'll also help them in their mission to save Janet Van Dyne from the quantum realm and take down the Ghost. Just because he's a former protege of Hank Pym, so they're just going to be dealing with the people in their universe. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a little bit of crossover with other minor characters. I'm not expecting Hawkeye to pop up, but you can kind of see how they're basically doing a lot of the characters that did not appear during Infinity War. So the only real Infinity War stuff that I'm expecting to see during the movie is either going to be the post-credit scene because of the finger snap. They have to address that because of the timeline. Then potential Avengers 4. I think it's a little more meaningful if one of them turns to ash and they don't over-explain it, they leave that for Avengers 4. But I think the idea is they want to use this movie as a palate cleanser after the really downer ending that Infinity War had. So whatever their post-credit scene that teases Finger Snap and Avengers 4 plot, I think there'll be some funny way that they undercut that while at the same time letting you know, oh shit, all this stuff just happened. They've been kind of quiet about it, but there was a little bit of footage in the last trailer and more clear stuff recently where we saw Janet Van Dyne in her classic Wasp costume, so it looks like we will see flashbacks in the film that will show you her doing really badass stuff. Just remember that her costume is all red, just like Ant-Man's classic costume. The costume that he wore in the first film is the old one that Hank Pym used to wear. The one that he's wearing right now, the helmet is new as of Civil War, and the coloring is just a little bit different, but it's mostly meant to hype up the new Wasp costume, because that is brand new. It's a redesigned version of the prototype that we saw in the original Ant-Man movie's post-credit scene. But time travel in the quantum realm. So here's the really cool thing about the quantum realm, is that it replaces some of the abilities that we lost when we lost Doctor Strange in the time gem.
If that regulator is compromised, you would go subatomic.
What does that mean?
It means that you would enter a quantum realm.
What does that mean?
It means that you would enter a reality where all concepts of time and space become irrelevant as you shrink for all eternity.
The quantum realm is a different dimension, time moves differently, in space also is a little bit different. So the cool thing is that you enter the quantum realm, you can exit it anywhere in the universe, which means that you can use it for quick travel. The reason why I think they have that special spaceship to travel around inside the quantum realm is to make it much easier, because during the original Ant-Man movie, when he went down in there, he kind of got lost. He didn't have much of a propulsion system, so it sounds like this ship is just meant to protect them from anything that's alive down there, because there are living beings. They call it the Microverse, but technically there's some copyright issues with the Micronauts, which is a different franchise that's controlled by a different company, so that's why they have to call it the Quantum Realm. But normally it would be called the Microverse, meaning that there's races of beings that live in there. And in the course of going down in there to get Janet Van Dyne out, they'll also probably learn some things that they can use it for. Like, hey, this is a very dangerous place, but we can actually use it to enter anywhere we want and exit anywhere we want in space. The time travel aspect is just a function of time moving differently in there. So a lot of people now are like, maybe the Avengers could use that to move around in time space to take things back or undo some of what Thanos did without actually having the Infinity Gauntlet itself. Part of fixing everything is going to require them getting the gems from Thanos and either forging a new gauntlet or putting the gems in Iron Man's armor, which I think would probably be more likely scenario because it'd be more badass, and Marvel could sell another Iron Man toy, which makes them more money, which just sounds like a very Disney thing to do. The other time travel stuff people have been talking about are these behind the scenes pictures of them in their original Avengers costumes. The Russos confirmed that this is them BARFing past events, so they're using their memories to remember what happened during the original Avengers movie. They're not actually physically traveling back in time in this moment here. That doesn't mean that there won't be any time travel in the movie, it just means that this particular scene is not time travel. A lot of you were also asking me about Sebastian Stan's comments about Janet Van Dyne, Hank Pym, and all of the MCU actors standing together on screen for a scene during Avengers 4. So I think that there'll be some moment, because they're closing down the first 10 years of Marvel movies and moving into more crazy space-based franchises like the Eternals and doing more Black Panther, they want to have some sort of celebratory moment where they acknowledge all their achievements and say, look at how far we've come, now let's go on to the next thing. So as part of that big honorary moment, it sounds like they'll find a way to work all those characters on screen, like you would see during this Marvel 10-year anniversary photo, a very brief version of that during the movie. Hopefully it won't be during a funeral for Captain America or someone. That would actually be one logical reason for them to all be on screen together, if they were honoring the fallen during some memorial service. But remember, the whole point of the Ant-Man character is that he's really good at stealing stuff, and he's kind of a hero. So let me know how you think they're going to use that character in the quantum realm to steal the gems from Thanos during Avengers 4. What'll happen next is I'll post my Deadpool Easter egg Sunday morning. Be sure to go see the movie if you haven't yet. Congratulations to the latest giveaway winner too, Lone Wolf. Please private message me so I can get your contact details. I'll name a new giveaway winner when I post new Marvel. While you wait for everything, click here for my Deadpool 2 post-credit scene video, and click here for my brand new Infinity War video. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.